Detective Jennifer Chach. I'm a public information officer for Cleveland Division of Police. We're here this morning to talk to you about the investigation into the whereabouts of Emilliano Terry, who is a 3-year-old who was a missing juvenile. He was last seen last evening in the area of Kossuth Park, which is at 121st Street and Williams Avenue in the 4th District. The juvenile was last seen by his mother. She had made the report last night about 5 p.m. Search for the juvenile has continued all through yesterday evening, all through the night, and it continues today. We have partnered also with the FBI in the search for this individual. With me today is Commander Dion McCauley. He is the commander of the 4th District and also the incident commander in this case, and he's going to be available to take a couple of questions for you.
Commander, what help, if any, was Mrs. Terry this morning when she was in the park with the FBI and some of your officers?
Well, Ms. Terry is providing information. We've interviewed her on a number of occasions, done a walkthrough with her to get a good advantage of what she saw and what her other children may have seen. So she's been helpful in this case and very cooperative.
Have you been able to review video, and what does that show?
We're in the process of pulling video from any establishment that might have cameras on their building. We haven't had an opportunity to view all of that video, but we are pulling it.
Are you convinced the child was there?
That's part of the investigation, is to determine if the child was there or the whereabouts.
What's the FBI's commitment at this point? Because they won't stay involved if it's not a kidnapping.
Well, the FBI has partnered with us. They've set up a virtual command center here at the 4th District to provide assistance. They have agents that are out in the area of East 121st and Williams going door to door, soliciting information about the whereabouts of Emilliano. So they're actively involved in this investigation and has partnered with us. The dogs indicated that there was a scent in the park that was familiar to Emilliano, compared to some clothing that he may have had on.
Commander, do you have any concerns about the background of anyone in the family?
At this point, no. At this point, the background of anyone in the family has not been an issue that has concerned us.
Have police conducted any search of the home where Emilio lived?
We have checked the home on 3 occasions by different officers on each occasion. We've checked the route that they traveled coming from the home to the park. We've checked that extensively and multiple times. And we've gone door to door, as well as checking some of the vacant homes, garages, dumpsters, so on and so forth.
Have there been any sightings at all of this little boy since he's been reported missing?
No.
Commander, can you tell us what the mother, exactly what she said, how this unfolded?
The mother indicated that she was in the park with the 3 children. When she turned around, she realized that Emilliano was no longer in the park, and at that point she made a call to police for assistance, and we responded.
How accurate are the canines that do this, that take out to search? Is it possible that possibly the dog didn't, I mean, showing that he detected a scent, but is that, how accurate is that?
I'm sorry, I'm not qualified to answer, the capabilities of the canine.
Commander, is it true that one of the children told authorities that they thought that they saw Emilliano getting into a car? What can you tell us about that?
One of the kids indicated that they saw a car in the area, but at this point, we don't have anything to place Emilliano in that car at all.
Commander, an officer had told me that the mother was pushing the 5-year-old in a swing at the park, and she had turned her back, and that's when she lost track of the child. Is that correct?
That's accurate.
Okay, so which way was she pushing the child? Was it toward the fence or away from the fence?
She indicated that she was pushing toward the fence.
Toward the fence, so her back was into the street.
From my understanding,
So
correct.
how does the 5-year-old then see the 3-year-old get into a black car?
I'm sorry, I can't answer that. I can only take down the statement that the child provided us, and we follow up on every tip that we get.
Does that sound accurate to you?
It sounds accurate from what you're describing.
Does it sound accurate in the description that the mother said? In other words, how could a child see the car? Can they see the car from your experience?
I can't answer that. I can only go by what the child said. I don't want to evaluate his statement. I want to take it as if it is credible to make sure that it's followed up on.
Other than the mother's statement, Commander, is there any evidence that the child was in the park?
I'm sorry?
Other than the mother's statement, is there any evidence that the child was indeed in the park?
That's part of our investigation. We're checking into things to corroborate that as well.
Is this a family
That's-
that's known to police at all? Have police ever been called to this family's home before?
There's no history there, no.
Are there any open, that you're aware of, any social service open cases with?
Not that I'm aware of.
We received
No.
a tip that the mother was on Facebook the night before and very frustrated with the children. Something written to the effect that she wished she didn't have it. Do police have that same Facebook post?
I do not have that post. I do not, but I will look further into it.
Do
Thank
you
you.
have any reason to question the mother's version of events that you plan to ask her to take a call?
At this point, we have no reason to question, but the investigation is ongoing.
Sir, how did the call come into police? Was it a 911 call? Did the mom show up in person? Did she just call police, the general number?
The mom called police from her cell phone. I believe she dialed 911 and went to our dispatch center, and we were dispatched from there.
Is that number or is that call available in the media?
We can look into getting that to you as a part of a public records request. And at this time, this is about as far as we can go with updates for now. Just as a closing, we are still asking for the public's help in locating this child. If you see this child, if you have any information that you can give to police, we ask you to call in. You can call 621-1234. You can call the 4th District Detective Bureau as well at 623-5418 and also 911. So if you locate this child.
This case now at this point, is it still a child that disappeared, or is it kidnapping? Where are we at?
We're proceeding as if it's a missing child investigation.
Thank you.
Do you have an update any specific time? 3, 4 o'clock?
If we're going to do another one, I'll be in touch with everyone. You know, for right now, we need to get back to the investigation.
What about the call, the 911 call?
I'll put that in as a public records request, and once I get it back, I'll send it to all of you. Okay?